Tomorrow marks a highly anticipated vote over an historic piece of land in Orange County. The Hungerford property in Eatonville is up for sale. It's a treasured parcel in the oldest black township in the country at the corner of Kennedy and Wymore Roads.
Tomorrow, the town council is voting on a development proposal that some say will pave the way for a better future. WESH 2's Marley Martinez tells us many residents worry the development could erase their history.
Eatonville means pride. Eatonville means independence. Eatonville means freedom.
America's oldest black township, Eatonville, sits right alongside I-4 in North Orange County. Now, this historical piece of land in the heart of Eatonville is up for sale, the Hungerford property. This used to be the site of the Robert Hungerford School, founded in 1889 as the first school for black children in Central Florida. In the 1950s, the Circuit Court awarded the property to Orange County Public Schools, and it operated a public school there until it was closed in the early 2000s and was demolished during the pandemic. Now, the school district is selling the land.
Land is money, land is wealth, land is economic justice.
I spoke with Julian Johnson. He started 1887 First, the group behind this petition opposing the sale. His worry?
Well, the same thing that happened to Hannibal Square, the same thing that happened in Ocoee, the same thing that happened all over the country. Black people lose their pride, their heritage, their culture, and who they are, and their homes.
This is a development proposal if the sale goes through. 350 residential units, office, retail, and open spaces, and an area for civics and arts. The development team, Hungerford Park LLC, met with residents about the plan as recently as last week.
You leave because we don't want you here.
And they were met with vocal opposition. N.Y. Nathiri was there, a prominent community leader with the Association to Preserve the Eatonville Community that runs the Zora Neale Hurston Museum.
This is a no-brainer. It will not be good for Eatonville.
Nathiri says the plan for this 100 acres will have a 100-year impact on the town.
What it would do is erase Eatonville.
If the sale goes through, Orange County Public Schools will make $10 million, and the town of Eatonville will make $4 million, plus an estimated $2.5 million annually over the next decade, according to the developer's projections.
I have never been against development.
I sat down with Eatonville Mayor Angie Gardner.
I just believe that whatever development it is, it doesn't matter. We just have to be in it.
Gardner says the town could use some growth with educational, cultural, historical, and entertainment sites. But she says an influx of housing worries residents.
I don't want a city within a city. I also hear quite often that we're going to end up being a marker on the side of a street in someone else's neighborhood.
Meanwhile, some say the development could benefit Eatonville.
If you don't have any development, you're going to die.
I spoke with Willie C. Barnes, the pastor of Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church in Eatonville.
There's a lot of room for improvements in the town that can work, but you have to negotiate. You can't stay the same. You have to grow.
We've heard from just as many, if not more, residents of the town of Eatonville who say, I want to have options.
I also spoke with Derek Bruce, counsel for the developer. He says their plan includes elements of the redevelopment plan that the town commissioned for itself in 2015.
What that study came up with was this property should be put to commercial, office, retail, and residential uses. That is exactly what we've proposed.
Bruce says the school board plans to give 6 acres to the town for a civic space. And he says the developer wants to work with residents to help plan a cultural and art space, recruit businesses, and reach out to historically black colleges and universities.
There are ways that, that this community can preserve its identity, its heritage, without saying we don't want any progress or any development or any growth to happen here.
Now it's up to Eatonville's town council to weigh in on that conversation with their deciding vote on zoning entitlements on Tuesday. In Eatonville, Marley Martinez, WESH 2 News.
We did reach out to Orange County Public Schools. A spokesperson says they do not comment on pending contracts.